Guys, there are a couple ways to run Python syntax. We can use command line directly, or also we can use execute the Python with .py extensions. Let me show you. We are inside our project folder, first lesson Pythons, and I would like to remind you about the Python versions that I'm using here is let me activate our Python environment. But first, I will show you what Python version that I'm going to use in here. As you all know that uh, I already activate 3.10.5 in my current project and not activated yet. So now I'm going to activate it. Maybe you are still wondering where does this coming from. It comes from this file, the Python versions that we created earlier. And this is the Python environment that we are going to activate now by saying source vnv bin.activate. Now it's activated. If you are using Mac and Linux, you will have the same command. But if you have using the PowerShell as your default Python, you should use by saying project name. Like if you create a project name with .vnv, then this will be script and activate, right? And then hit enter. You are ready to activate your environment. Now we need to make sure what Python version now. Sorry, mistyping. So by typing Python space dash v capital, hit enter. Now we officially use 3.10.5. Okay, the first one. Let me open this project within the Visual Studio Code that we have set it up before. This is a blank project. Everything is empty. Now let the environment activate the read all the files inside these projects. So to show the terminal for this project, you can point your cursor here and then choose this one. Now I already activate my local environment. So I will create a new file right here. So this will have mine.py extension. And what I'm going to do is we now talking about executing Python and indentation. Okay, let me put more code here. Okay, right. So there's a couple of ways to execute the Pythons. As I mentioned you before, we can use it by directly execute the Python inside the Python shell like this. So type Python and then hit enter, but make sure that you already activate your local Python environment. Then we can type hello world for example, then hit enter. Then soon after hitting the enter, the terminal will show results. As soon as possible, you hit enter. This is the way we execute the Python directly. But there is another way that mostly I'm going to use it in this course. We already create the mine.py. Mine.py means this is the Python file because Python will understand this extension belongs to it. So we also can do like this, hello world. And then to execute the file, simply just type Python and then space the name of the file within the project that is mine.py and hit enter and you'll see that the hello world output in your terminal.